The second question that is probably a head scratcher for people is, why in the world would she be talking about something as morbid as end of life care and stuff like advanced directives and code status and stuff like that? Well, the first answer is, we teach what we know, and this is what I know, this is what I've been doing. And the second answer is that the need for these documents is not limited just to people over a certain age. They aren't just over the age 65 who need this. People in their 20s also happen to have bad things happen and will need medical decision makers. People in their 30s who have young families might have something bad and need medical decision makers. And a real quick thought process about how a medical decision maker is decided, just without going into great detail, is if the person has a spouse, that is the first decision maker. If something is, they don't have a spouse or something has happened to that spouse, then the medical team starts kind of running down the list of, do they have adult children, or do they have adult parents? Not adult parents, parents are always adults, but you get my point. Do they have parents who are able to make those decisions instead? And so my argument for people who are maybe in same-sex relationships in a state that doesn't recognize marriage, or maybe a same-sex relationship where the couple is not married, if you want your partner to be making decisions for you, you need an advance directive. It's a legal thing. If you are in a relationship and you have young children, but you don't have an advance directive, your default decision maker would be your spouse, or partner. My argument would be, though, if something happens to both of you, who would be making the decisions for you and the children if something happened to both the adult parent who was injured or sick and the other partner too? So that's a reason somebody in their 20s and 30s would need advance directives. And I look at it as insurance. You know, we don't need car insurance. We're not expecting to have a car wreck, but we carry car insurance because sometimes just bad things happen. And this is the same thing. It's kind of preparation for that inevitable bad thing that could come along when we need somebody making decisions for us. And, you know, my experience in the last 15 months since February, I've known these documents were important for people to have since residency and definitely since fellowship. I was always trying to talk about it, but never gaining much traction. And I've realized since COVID has become a thing in our lives, how vitally important having these documents in place, having your conversations about what your goals of care are with your family members or loved ones or whoever would be making those decisions, just how important that is. Because I have seen over and over, it's not just the 70-year-old or the 80-year-old who comes in sick with coronavirus. It's a 35-year-old maybe who has 2 small children, and is a horrible thing to watch. And I've watched it for 15 months play out over and over and over, and I really hope to avoid seeing any people I know have similar situations. So that's why I decided to do this, because it's just time to start having these conversations. I teach what I know. I've come to know a lot about it because I've had these conversations over and over for the last 15 months, and it's just time to start sharing with you all. So you're very welcome to come over to the Plans in Place page. I'll link that again. If not, no harm, no foul. Next time you see my face talking on a video screen, it may be about my dumb dogs or something. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.